Hey there, it's Marshawn Evans, and as you know, my objective as a reinvention strategist is never to change who you are. It's to help you change what you do so that you can truly be who you are. And I thought that as we enter into a new season, that one of the things that keeps us from fully experiencing who we are and being able to have the enthusiasm of who we are is that we're tired. We're tired because there's so much that we're doing and that we're striving for and that we're trying to become and that we have responsibilities for. But what that does is it produces a restlessness. And if you just look at the word restlessness, you take the root of it and it's the less you rest, the more restless you become. And so I thought about this new season and what it's going to take to experience all of this new season. And you're certainly going to need the stamina to withstand it, but also to enjoy it and to fully experience it and to be able to live out all that is really in store for you. You have to have stamina to be able to do that. So there were three things that came to me that are really necessary for you to have the fullness of stamina going into this new place. And the first thing is that you have to accept. We have to accept that everything is not in our control. And the more that we actually exercise self-control, we acknowledge and celebrate that God is the one that is truly in control. Control of our destiny, control of our future, control of our present, and every decision that we have to make. Now, He gives us a responsibility, but there are certain things that are supposed to be out of reach. It requires us to rely upon Him and to lean on Him. And when you do that, you take the burden off of yourself and place it upon Him. And that's a great gift that we're given, is the ability as sons and daughters to be able to cast our cares and our burdens and our anxieties onto a God that loves us and is ready and willing to take the burden away from us. And so, number one, you have to accept that certain things are just beyond your control. People you can't control, circumstances and situations, you can't control them. As talented as you are, you're not even designed to be able to do that. And so that should relieve a lot of stress, number one, but we have to consciously remind ourselves and accept the things that we cannot change. Number two, we have to align. We have to align, and by align, I mean we need to come into agreement and in alignment with the things specifically that God has for us. You know, the dreams that are in your heart, the things that He's speaking to you, the promises that are over your life. And those are some of the big things that you want to come into alignment with, because it helps you determine the small things, how you do what you do each day. You know, if your goal and your dream is to accomplish something that you know God has placed into your heart, then it'll help you to eliminate certain things that just don't belong, because you know it's not helping you get closer to the thing that God's already ordained for you. Additionally, in the everyday moments of life, we have to really align with, well, how does God really want me to respond to this? Does He want me to respond in anger or in strife or in bitterness or frustration or in gossip or jealousy? Any of those things? And when we align with just taking a moment to sense the presence of God and we align in that place, there's peace in that place. And so that helps us release stress, and we are less we rest more in the presence of Him as we go throughout our day. So the second thing is alignment. And the third is that we have to adhere. Now by adhere, I mean we have to adhere to what I am calling a personal care plan. Meaning that you adhere by placing boundaries on how long you will and will not work. And that's a big one for me. I tend to work quite a bit because I do love what I do, but I have to be very cognizant and understanding that if I work too hard, and if I work too much, even if I have good intentions, I'm actually shortening my ability, restricting and limiting my ability, because I'm going to be tired, I'm going to be burnt out, and you lessen your life by not resting. Rest is required for longevity. It's a gift that we're given. Even God took the time to rest when He created the world. So if He needed it, then heaven knows that we absolutely need it. So I challenge you to adhere to a personal care plan, to place boundaries and prioritize yourself, because you're the jewel, you're the gift, you're the diamond that's meant to sparkle and to shine with brilliance, but you can't if you're in the mix of everything all of the time and you never stop to actually care for rejuvenation and becoming repolished. So those are the three things that really came to my heart. Number one, that you have to accept the things that you cannot change. Number two, you have to align with the things that God is speaking to you, that He has spoken over you, and that He currently, presently speaks to you in every moment of life. And number 3, you just have to adhere. You have to adhere to a personal care plan, because that's one of the ways that we thank God for the gift that we've been given of our temple, of our mind and our body and our soul. And we prolong it for the journey the more that we care for it, just like you would care for your car, for your children, or anything else that was important to you. We say, Lord, thank you, and I appreciate all that you have made me to be. I'm going to take care of it because the journey is that important. Your calling is critical. So do those things. Tell me how you're feeling about those things. Leave your comments, and I know that the best is within you. It needs some rest so that it can manifest through you. And I will see you soon. Take care. God bless.